I want to welcome everyone here. So I think we can start now. Yes. So my name is Egor Solovev, and I think most of you have already met me, and we have been in contact in a few times. So I just briefly introduce that our company has been producing and delivering concrete equipment in around 15 years, from 2003 to 2015 to 20 years, and we have been introduced in almost all markets in the world and all continents, and we have delivered equipment to Africa, to USA, to Latin America, to South America, to Russia, for example, to Asia as well, and some of small islands in Caribbean. So we have quite good experience with all the parts of the world to deliver all parts of the equipment. So what I wanted to introduce today is our mobile batching plant systems, and also our different mixing units from different capacities. So I want to start with a small unit, Sumab mini plant, which you can see here on the picture. I hope everyone see what I'm showing. So here you can clearly see that there is a batching plant, batching unit, and cement silo and a cement screw. The capacity of this plant is around 5 to 9 cubic meter per hour with a 1.1 cubic meter aggregate hoppers, and it's 2 pieces of aggregate hoppers and 2 conveyors which deliver aggregate material to the mixer. It's very compact, it's very mobile. You can use it for small construction sites and special concrete element production. Later on I will show you like the example of where you can use it as well. But this is the smallest batching plant that we can deliver, and it is equipped with a pan mixer, 500 liter in and 300 liter out. So again, you can have a capacity around 5 to 9 cubic meter per hour, depending on the materials, depending on the aggregates that you use. So this batching plant is very easy to install. It takes only one day to install it, and in 3 hours you can produce concrete with this plant after you have delivered it on the site. So in one day you can start production if you have all conditions like water, electricity, and material, of course. So you can start within 3 hours after the installation, after you connect it. It has a Siemens PLC, as in all our batching plants, and you can easily insert around from 50 to 100 recipes, which you can use lately, and you can choose between when you have different recipes to deliver. Here you can see more pictures about this Sumab mini plant, and you will see that it's also equipped with a belt conveyor for the discharge. This is the production in Jelgava in Latvia. They produce special fence elements, so they produce blocks for fences, they produce other elements for fences, and then from these blocks they build fences in their region. So they cover mostly all Latvia. but they have quite small production, but they managed to cover almost all the country. And this was delivered in 2018, and the customer by this day also producing different elements, and we can always meet him, and we can always show this plant. For example, for those European customers, we can always show them this production, and to meet the customer and to speak with him and to share the experience with us and with the, of course, with the plant. So in the next picture, I will show you also, this is me and the customer from Poland. Also, he bought the Sumab Mini plant in 2017. And also he used it for some special bridge element, some spacers for the bridges. It's very small concrete element, but he distributes this element to mostly to Scandinavian countries, because this element is being used in the bridge productions and in bridge construction. Again, this is quite some ideas how you can use this small mini batching plant. Most of the time, people just want to make a big step from manual production of their, for example, of their elements to more automation, so to more automated process of the preparing concrete and preparing the element molds, for example. So this is one kind of inspiration that you can get for this plant also. You can also use it for ready mix or for some kind of construction works, small and medium size, because it's easily transported. You can just hook it on the truck and then you can transport it. It's very easy. By this, I can move to the little bit bigger plant, which is our K-series. Here on the picture, you can see that this plant has a control room, and inside this control room, you will find the control panel where you can control this unit. And this control cabin also equipped with AC and some standard stuff that you will use in your production. Then also this plant is equipped with 4 aggregate storages, you can see here, and with a belt conveyor. This on the top of the batching plant, you see these extensions, which you can you get the bigger capacity of the aggregate hopper with help of these extensions. On the next page, you can see these extensions and how does aggregate storages look like. They are in size of 2.4 cubic meter each, and possible to get it's possible to get them extended by 3.2 cubic meter each with this option of extensions. And also you have the discharge belt conveyor, this plant, which is 12 meter length, 1 meter width, and 4 meter height. It's a standard for the ready mix, so the concrete mixer truck can come under the discharging belt and easily can discharge concrete into the truck, and then truck goes to the site or where the concrete is being discharged afterwards. This plant is also very compact. You can transport it by one truck, and then in the next truck, it depends on if you have a cement silo and screws, you can transport also the cement silo. So only for the plant, you can use one truck. It is also, as a Sumab Mini plant, it does not require the foundation. It does not require more time to install it. It also can be ready in 3 hours. Within 3 hours, you can start production. You just need, again, all the conditions to be supplied, like cement, water. Now I'm hearing myself. Can someone switch off the microphone, please? All conditions combined with water, electricity, cement, you can start producing the in the next few hours. So this picture I'm showing the pen mixer variation, and here you can use pen mixer of 1200 by 800 liter, 1800 by 1200 liter, and 2250 by 1450 liter. Again, it depends on your quantities of concrete that you want to produce and that you need to achieve. This kind of mixer will give you around 15 cubic meter per hour, approximately 15 to 20. This will give you around 20 to 30, and this will give you around 40 to 50 cubic meter per hour, the last one. So it is also can be equipped with a planetary mixer by 1500 in and 1000 liter out. With this, you will also be able to get around 30 to 40 cubic meter per hour, because planetary mixer is a little bit more homogeneous in mixing, so it will give you better mixing quality and faster mixing cycle as well. So in in special projects like special precast elements or concrete elements, or maybe some customers also use this kind of plants for dry concrete production, for block production, and there you have to go with the planetary mixer, because it's much more efficient for the works that you are going to extract. So in this picture, I just show you a layout, how it looks like as well in the dimensions. So just for your information, again, how does it look like from the top view? You see here that there is one aggregate storage here, one aggregate storage here, and that there is two belt conveyors going from the aggregate storages into the mixer. What is what you also need to understand, how is the weighing, how weighing is happened in this kind of batching plant. So weighing of the material is being carried out in the mixer. So under the mixer you have three weighing cells, which are very correct, like 1% tolerance, plus minus 1% tolerance of the total weight. Again, first you have a recipe which you type in the PLC, in the Siemens, in the control room. For example, material 1 so many kilograms, material 2 so many kilograms, and so on. So computer sends the signal to the belt conveyors, which deliver material from aggregate hopper 1, and then material from aggregate hopper 2, and then material from the rest of the hoppers, then cement, and then water. So when the material is enough in the mixer according to the recipe, it starts mixing. Then when it's done with the mixing, according to the mixing cycle, the door opens automatically, and the concrete is being discharged onto the belt conveyor. So when the mixing is done and when the discharge is done, then you can start with the next weighing material. So again, it starts with aggregate hopper 1, aggregate hopper 2, aggregate hopper 3, and aggregate hopper 4, and then cement and water. This is the main difference also with the batching plant on the container frame, and the difference between the stationary one, because stationary one, for example, stationary plant, the material is being weighed on the conveyor and then goes to the skip, and then goes to the mixer, and then the mixing starts, discharge door is open, And when the mixing is done, then the next one weighing process is being carried out. So it's all going simultaneously. Meanwhile, the mixer is mixing, the weighing is being carried out. So that by that you save a little bit more time, of course, in the stationary plant. But that's the price you pay for the mobility. So in the next picture you will see a little bit more layouts, how it can be done. For example, this in the right corner you will see a layout from the plant which has been delivered to Ghana in 2016. Here you can see it is equipped with cement big bag cement silo, this little one, which you can then fill with a horizontal cement silo. So the customer did not have any possibility to fill the cement silo by truck, for example, into the cement silos. So that's why he just purchased one small big bag silo and one big horizontal silo, again for the mobility. So this is approximately 60-ton capacity of the silo. So he can use the horizontal cement silo directly on the site. This was with equipped with 1.8 cubic mixer, pan mixer as well, so which can deliver approximately 40 cubic meter per hour. Also, cement silo from this from this layout is around 30 ton. We have different modifications of silos, for example, starting from 30 ton up to 125 ton, for example, 120. It depends on, but usually it goes 30, 40, 50, 60, then 75, then 100 and 120. Here you can see more pictures. It's also inside the cabin. Here you can see the plant which has been delivered to Poland in 2017. And this plant was equipped with a planetary mixer, 1,500 liter to 1,000 liter out. And here you also see a picture of our production site as well, where you can see this nicely done mobile batching plant. And also I wanted to show you a little video demonstration from this plant in Poland, which you can see here. I will just comment a little bit on it. I will. So here you see the plant with extensions as well. So you see all the aggregate hoppers. Here you see also the cement silo and the belt conveyor. This plant was also or is being used for production of Lego blocks and also for housing construction. So the customer has moved this plant on my how to say on my mind. It was around 2 or 3 times he has moved it from one construction site to another. Here you see also what is he doing. This is in Wrocław in Poland. Here you see aggregate hoppers again. Here you see how it's being filled as well with the material. You just have a wheel loader which you can use, standard one. So basically you just need an operator and one guy who can drive this wheel loader, but maybe you can also, sometimes people just use one operator, and the same operator, if he can use this wheel loader, if he can drive this wheel loader, he can be used as well in the production. So one operator is enough. Also, of course, it depends on how much concrete you need to produce per day, and yeah, but at least one you need as well. That's for sure. So here you see how it's loading. Then you see the control room. This is how it works, and you have a touch panel, and then you have these buttons which are controlled by computer. So when you put everything automatically, these buttons, you don't need to push them, or you don't need to use them at all. It's better without sound. So again, basically, you put the recipe. You should have some technologist, of course, of your concrete, so you know the best recipe for your production. And then you start production, and then here is the belt conveyor. Here you can see, I will just scroll a little bit. So now you see that the concrete is being delivered into this special bucket. Of course, this day when we were filming, they were doing this procedure, this process of production of Lego blocks, but next day they might have been doing ready mix or something else. So it just happened that day when we filmed that they were producing this kind of concrete and this kind of process as well. So when it's ready, they transport this bucket and fill these molds with Lego blocks. You see here. Of course, it can be also, it depends on how you organize your production as well. And that is how you can also organize it, but then you can make it automatically as well. But it depends on the budget, of course, and on how you want to organize, and also labor cost as well. So now you can see how it looks like from the longer distance, and what he has already built with this plant. Yes. So, and also one possibility that we can do also, it's a batching plant. It's very popular in France, in Germany, in Austria, in Switzerland. Smart plant. We call it smart plant because it can automatically make concrete by the order of your client. So what it can do, you have a special credit or debit card, and then you put this card in the card reader system, into this box which I show you here, and you just pick up the recipe which you want and how much quantity of concrete you want to buy. And then autonomously this plant starts producing this recipe and quantity of concrete. So everything you need is just to fill these aggregate storages, and then the plant will work by itself. Of course, you need some maintenance and so on, but in the end of the day, you need to wash it, you need to clean it, and make some other procedures. But in the end, the plant works by itself. And this is the possibility that we can also offer you. It costs, of course, a little bit more than the standard plant with this option, but the best solution is to have 1,500 liter in and 1,000 liter planetary mixer, because again, it will make better quality, better mixing, and also faster mixing. So this is also a possibility. This plant we already have delivered to Switzerland, to Germany, and if someone will be interested, of course, we can make calculations and we can send the offer, and also introduce it in maybe in another country. But so far, it's very popular in those countries where you don't have like Germany or Austria or Switzerland, where you have bigger suppliers of the concrete, but they don't deliver small quantities of concrete. So it's not, it's popular when you have this small batching plant and you can sell concrete to small private ones, customers in their private construction sites. And also, I just wanted to share with you some inspiration again, how you can use these plants, these mobile plants, not only for ready mix or your housing or construction, but for, again, for the Lego blocks, for example, you just have to purchase these molds. And also we have one story from our French customer, which we modified a concrete plant into production of cold asphalt plant. And he produces actually not only like standard cold mix, he produces white colored cold mix with a special option, a special pump. He uses a special pump which we installed on this plant, and he just produced from 2015. He has been working with this plant, and he produced until now. Also, we can show, for example, just an example of his website, and this kind of material he produced for now. So it's mainly used for design projects, like maybe your own private house or somewhere else. Customer comes and asks him about this kind of product, about white colored, not black colored, and he can offer them this. It's his own special recipe, but again, we can always try to communicate with him, and if you need some kind of special assistance, we can also make this assistance for you and consulting about this product especially. So I think I have taken all the information I had and I wanted also to present. Maybe shortly you can send me or tell me your questions, but for everyone, I thank you for today's presentation. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you listened well, and that was good information that was given from me. So thank you.